Hey guys, uh, welcome back to Flying with Planet Head. Um, just a, I have no idea how long this video is going to go. I have to head into work. Well, that's kind of obvious. um, but I started making a video earlier today, and it just got kind of boring, so I stopped, and then I was getting ready to get rolling. I want to play a little bit, and I realized I had to do some setups for tomorrow because tomorrow's going to be a little bit interesting. So I thought, why not record that? Because, I have nothing better to do. So, a little bit of an update. Um, let's see here. So, I had my coercer that I made the other day. I started off with some standard um, S um, crystals, and I was actually using. Let's see here. Some. Where are they there? Dual light beam lasers. Show the info on that one. So on these, for fitting, your power grid usage is 7.0 milliwatts. So I think it's one of the lowest ones that you can do. Um, and I actually built 8 of the small focused beam laser ones, basic guns, and threw those on here instead to see what the difference would be. And it turns out I'm up to 120 DPS. These are the most basic beam lasers that you can get, except they have a little bit more power used to them. I'm getting a little bit larger fall off range. My damage is a little bit higher. Um, Maybe I'll go a little bit more into that later on. But the major problem is I'm using up all my power grid. And to the point where I can't get these going, and I actually had to switch this out with a my armor repair out with a damage control. So armor control, damage, the armor repair wouldn't work for it. So, and I'm not. Let's see here. So just to show you, if I can find it over here, the one thing I was trying to figure out was how can I get more power grid. Obviously, I can increase the size of my power grid by skills. Um, the basic skill being, I think I'm at level 4 right now. Da, da, da. Skills. This runs so slow whenever I'm making a video. I'm almost getting to the point where I need to get a new computer. Um, so, engineering power grid, yeah, I'm at level 4. Um, if I go to level 5, it'll take 9 days to get there, which is a long time for a 5% bonus to the power grid output. So, a 5% bonus to this, while helpful, won't be as helpful as I would like it to be. It'll get me up to about 107. I might be able to get one more of these on here. So I started trying to figure out other ways that I could do it. And I always like to promote other people doing videos. And this is back from December. I'm not. I've never watched this fellow's videos, but this was actually really helpful. It's Eve Online fitting power grid and CPU, how to get more and use less. He goes through through the first half here. He gets to the CPU later on here, but the first 10 minutes here he talks a lot about power stuff and some ideas that I hadn't thought of. Now I'm not going to have access to them, but he talks about grabbing some implants that might be useful for that. And then he also gets into some of the side skills that you can do. So that's something I'm going to research over the next day or so to find out more that I might be able to do. But one big one is your engineering skills. I'm going to go ahead and there we go. And I loaded it up here yesterday. Weapon upgrades for now that doesn't directly affect your power grid, but and this is where treeing and knowing where you're going, where their skilling goes, it allows you access to advanced weapon upgrades, which once I get this one and do this one here, this one gives me a 2% bonus to my power grid for each level. So I can actually go 6 levels. I mean 6%, a little bit over 6% if you know math. Um, not the best at it, but that rather than the 5%. So this will take me. It's going to take me three. It originally was 3 days. Now it's down to 2 days. This will be another day. So about 5 total days, maybe 6 to get 6% versus going with the power grid upgrade, which will take 9 days. Now, that also takes into effect that once I do the power grid upgrade down the road, it will also affect the weapon upgrade. I know logic, whatever. So I went ahead and went down that road because your advanced weapons upgrades reduces power grid needs of weapons. And what does a destroyer have on it? It has weapons. It's a glass cannon, like I talked about the last video. The other thing being that every level that I go up with my power grid usage or my guns, the power grid usage can be more, which is that percentage is going to lower down. So sometimes I try to think of, okay, some things give me bonuses in sheer numbers. Like it might give me a bonus of, if I put on a rig or a piece of equipment that upgrades my power grid, that's good. But with something like this, where I'm dealing with 8 guns, a percentage bonus there is actually better than the sheer number. And in that video, he actually talks about that. And it kind of, while I knew that, it really gave me firm numbers. So when you're looking at equipping your ship, I'm not going to go into that. Watch the video if you want to, if you're ever having problems with, or there may be other better videos. That was the first one I came across, and he did a great job on it. So I learned a few things and was able to carry it over to here to try them out. On my experimental side, so my experimental side here was to put the guns on and see what I had to do, and then I'm trying to fix it. On the experimental side, what I want to do is these are beam lasers, and let's just take a look here real quick. Show info. Now, power grid usage is 12 versus 7 for the other ones. So the other thing I wanted to look for is to see the blueprints that I got for the pulse lasers, whether or not there was something in between that I could make on the in between while I was working on that other stuff. And so I have not looked at this yet. I thought I'd do the video. I was about to just start looking. I thought, well, let's pull up the video. So I've got dual light pulse lasers here, small focused pulse lasers here, and a Gatling pulse laser that I can do here. So what I want to do is just see. I'm not going to worry about the damage. I'm just going to try different things out. I just want to see what the fitting is for this pulse. So that's 6. So that's actually less. The dual light pulse laser 1. Dual light pulse laser 1 costs 6 power grid. Okay. Let's look at the Gatling. Use the blueprint. And I gotta get I do not need this in the background anymore. That's annoying. And oh, what am I doing? Close that. Why did I pull that up? So dual light was 6. Gatling was show info. And Gatling, show info, not market. Thank you. Pulse laser. Sorry about that. So that's a 5. So that's actually even less than the 6. So I could very easily get these on here. Now they are closer guns. I don't know if they do as much damage as the dual lights. Let's see what this one is here. Show info. And small light blaster. So that's a 10. So that's in between. I'm at 12 right now to 12. So that would be 16 power grid that I could boost up if I was to make these small focused pulse lasers. I bet you they do the most damage. Small focused pulse laser. Yep. We are going to see if we can make 8 of these. Use blueprint. Those will be ready for me to try out tomorrow. Let's see here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Good. So tomorrow, if I make a video, or the next day, I will try these out. See if I can fit them on. There we go. Running. So that's how I kind of mess around with things. Another thing that I realized was I am looking for that next system. This is my current home station. I think I'm going to keep this for a very long time, but I want the perfect system. So once I get there, how do I get started? Well, it's got to have a clone bay. It's got to have manufacturing. It's got to have science. Maybe not even science, but it's got to have some other stuff. But once I get there, I'll have that short period of time where I'll have that wormhole to get things over to it. I don't want to carry over my blueprints because I've got them here and I'm working on them, and I want to keep this as one of my home bases. So what I started doing was actually making blueprint copies, small blueprint copies of exploration equipment that I can take with me, and then maybe a few things after that. I built a copy of, just a 2-run copy of my Amicus, and this is what I'm doing on the side. And I also did it for the, where is it there? The probe launcher. And what I'm going to do now is set it up so that while I am, and that is a run of 10. So I need to make some core probes. Use blueprint and make a copy of it. There we go. So job runs 8. I did 10 of those earlier. So let's minimize that. I can't see. Thank you. Okay, job runs 8. That only produces 1 at a time. And then I want to increase the number of copies that I'm going to do. Okay, so runs, I want to go down to 10 runs at, 8 runs per copy, 80. So I'm making 8 of the other ones. That'll take 4 hours, 60 minutes. So what I did there was I took the number of probe launches I got, multiplied it by 8, or probe launch runs that I can do. So I can make up to 10 of these if I need to. Boom. So now if I do find that next system, I can bring over things to make ships with, and set up a clone there, and then I can bounce between the two. One thing I've run into a little bit of a problem as an alpha at this site is every once in a while there isn't a wormhole to go anywhere, or there's a lot of people in systems, so I don't have a lot of gameplay here. If I find that second system going through my wormholes, and I'll start doing some more exploration videos here soon while I do that, if I find that next system, then I can jump to the other one and mess around there for a little while. So looking forward to that. Last but not least, I think that might be it for today. Did do a little bit of scanning. We'll check and see if there's anybody in system or anything out there right now before I get ready for work. Make it active. Once I get up to a cruiser, I'm going to do destroyer for quite a while, and my frigates. But once I get up to a cruiser and be able to make those, I'm going to start trying to do some combat sites, see if I can do those. So I'll probably get blown up a lot doing that. I'm just going to check here and see if there's anything out here. So earlier there's a wormhole to low sec here. JMG is gone. I was able to clear out a data site and a relic. This was a relic site. There wasn't a whole lot in there. I think I made a total of maybe 7 or 8 million ISK, but it was something to get started for on the day. There's a gas site here. I have never mined gas or huffed gas, is what they say. Might be something down the road. One thing I do need to get just to have around is a blueprint of a venture. Just so I have it, so if I need to do some mining, I can. I'm not going to go any farther than that. I don't have the time nor the patience for mining, building the skills for that as a. Well, I don't think I can even fly a large mining ship as an alpha. Um, but XBI, yeah, that was a wormhole to dangerous unknown space. So, might as well see how much time we got here. It's 15 minutes. You know what? I'm not going to push it. There is no reason. One rut I got into earlier this year was just making videos and having to have a purpose. Today is, I played some this morning, played a little bit of Long Dark, got some lunch, did some laundry, and now I'm getting ready to go to work. That's how I like to play on my work days. I'm going to head into work, get some stuff done there. Good. So other than that, I did find this. This is actually kind of interesting. This was, and I don't know if this stuff is worth as much as it's selling for, but I'll show you something. This was in one of the the cans that I opened in the data site. The Sigma integrated, it's a blueprint copy, 3 runs, Sigma integrated analyzer blueprint. So what does that make? Well, actually, before I do that, let's go back. To make this, you have to have some high-tech data chips, some high-tech scanners, high-tech manufacturing tools. I think all of these are planetary interaction stuff. Then you have to have a tier 2 relic analyzer and a tier 2 data analyzer. Okay? And then if you do make this, it makes a multi-use, fully integrated archaeology and hacking system. Now, if I remember correctly, I don't think it has the same strength as the, it's got a virus coherence of 30 and a virus strength of 30. If you go over, and let's just pull up a relic analyzer as an example. So that was 30 and 30, and the relic analyzer, oh, virus strength of 20. So it is a little bit better. And it's got both of those things to throw into it. You have to be an Omega to use it. I think there was a negative to it. Maybe I'm off of that. Now the big thing with it is, I'll just show you here. If I were to actually make this, they're up for sale right now. I thought I saw it. Let's see here. Sigma. I swear I saw it was up for, yeah, somebody's selling it for over 200 million ISK right now. I don't know. That's only one for sale. I don't know if anybody has bought it. There's some market research I could do on that. I've never really seen them used much in videos, but the one thing it does do is it lowers the number of slots that you need. So if you really love flying your magnates or ships that you need more slots for, if you're doing a dual action ship, this would save you a slot. Now, I don't know how positive it is for things, but that might be something down the road, so I'm going to hold on to it. So that was a nice little find. And I could shoot to make those. I'll find out if they're worthwhile or not. Other than that, that's about it. I wish I had more to tell you, but it's a short day for me. I hope you guys have a great day. It's a beautiful day here. Unfortunately, I have to go to work. So fly safe, fly dangerously, fly however that you want, and you have a good one. Bye-bye.